Okay, I'm on my way back home. I just want to say this. Okay, true prophets and true chosen people of God or whatever, especially prophets, earth angels or whatever. In general, you were always a prophet. You were always an earth angel. You just after you went through so much and God awakened you, you became into the knowing that you were a prophet or an earth angel. I think a lot of people when they hear, like I told you before, when they hear the devil, they think, hey, it's been already slain that. But I want to explain angels. When people say angels and prophets, they think that people are supposed to be so nice and weak and all forgiving and all loving and just never curse and stuff like that. Now, you're to a certain extent. You're not supposed to just go around every day just cussing everybody out of it. Even with empaths, we known to have empath rage because it's hard for us to exist in a world with people that do stuff that we know we just wouldn't do. A lot of times empaths, when we experience empath rage, it's because people are coming at us and saying stuff to us that we just know we wouldn't do or say. So it enrages us in a certain way because we know we just wouldn't do that. So we're like, what? And we look at the person like they're evil because we're like, did you just hear what you said? And at first I thought it was just me like that, but it's a lot of empaths like that, but we don't know because a lot of empaths aren't close together and linked up. We're scattered out here or whatever. That's why we often scapegoated and don't really have nobody to have our back most of the time. The real true empaths that have been through the most pain. True prophets are the people that have been through the most pain, the most backstabbing, the most betrayals, and they have a certain type of toughness and authority in them when they speak. You can always tell if somebody is truly a genuine person of God by the stuff that come out of their mouth. Not saying that they have to go around being rude and stuff like that and evil or whatever, but it's a certain type of rawness in them, spiritual rawness in them, like you can take it or leave it and stuff like that. A lot of times, sometimes I'll say stuff, and it's not that I'll go back on what I say. It's just that I'm just in general, as raw as I am, kind of like not cutthroat, like a kill you type person, but I'm a raw type person. Like I don't play anymore. I still am an empathic person, so I'm real sweet. Also and stuff like that. It's just people that don't know me, they don't know that part of me, so they just assume. So whenever I do speak, people can take that as being rude. As most high yokas, they do come off kind of rude for some reason to people, whatever. But it's not that. It's just that when you know the truth of the matter out here, you don't really have time for BS. Like, like I told you, some of the times I'll go to psychics just to hear what people say, and like this is way back, and I first heard people were saying, no, that can't be true, but she's saying, it's like, but when you know the truth about something and you know the devil's hiding it, it's like you don't have time to entertain people that are like, no, they're not doing that. It's like, if you choose to believe it, choose to believe it, and keep that away from me or whatever. Because if you have any type of enlightenment about God and you know the truth about the devil, especially if you dealt with him one-on-one and survived that or whatever, and constantly going through battles and stuff, that you know that you don't never put nothing past the devil. So people that are still caught up in the matrix, I don't understand. No, there's not. It's like they make me think that you work for the devil, or either you too slow-minded to even be able to comprehend the spiritual world, and I can't hand it around me. Anybody that is around you that cause you to doubt yourself, not in a way like saying you right about everything, but in a way that's kind of like anybody that makes you feel uncomfortable or can't lift you up or make you feel like what you're doing is wrong. God called you to do something. They work for the devil whether they know it or not, because it's like anybody around you that's not uplifting you, anybody around you that's not having your back and back you up, they work for Satan or whatever. And a lot of people that work for Satan, they don't know they work for Satan. That's why they do the stuff that they do and don't see nothing wrong with it. So I just wanted to put that quick little message out there. Like, look at people like Shelley Lubin, or it's a what's his name, Seven or something. He's a prophet or whatever, but it's just certain people that they have that rawness of authority with them. They just don't really play. You spend so much time when you're lost playing and being lost and letting the devil lead you astray and stuff like that, until you finally wake up. You have one-on-one with evil. You see the real truth of the evil that's out here, and you know the truth. You don't really have time to lollygag and play around with people. Even if people think that I have like a little childishness towards me, all high yokas have that, our empaths have that, because to a certain degree we're innocent or whatever, meaning we don't have no bad intentions towards people. Our heart is pure. I don't get online and compete with people. If I really strongly start having a dislike for somebody or whatever, I don't respect them, or I think they on some BS, I'm not gonna watch you no more or whatever. Because the more I watch somebody and I just don't like them, I'm gonna have like a certain way that I look at them. So I don't want to be having no funny feeling in my heart while I'm looking at somebody. So if I feel like somebody is just not something that I would, unless I'm trying to do something to expose hidden agendas, I'm just not gonna continue doing it. Because then I'd be like the people that I'm talking against, haters. Why you constantly watching somebody you don't like them stuff? And just in general, if you just go watch it and not say nothing, but I don't want to be doing it, so we'll just say that. But yeah, I don't look at people online and I'm not talking about nothing. I'm just telling you how I am. I don't compete with people. I don't look at people and be like, oh, they made a music video, I'm finna hurry up and do a music video. I gotta outdo it. I gotta make it seem like I'm smart and sharp. I don't do stuff like that, because that takes away the purpose of what God is using you for in the first place. If you just master your skill and use your messages and what God calls you to do, then you just doing what God called you to do. It's not about competition. It's certain people I look up online and they'll say stuff, and I'll repeat what they say, but I always try to give credit. Even when I said that Satan has a very high level of demonic intellect, I do a lot of research and stuff like that, aside from channel messages. And I'll share that link so y'all know that I'm not just acting like I got this information and I just know everything and everything. No, I share certain things so this person said this and I elaborate on it. Or unless I just get a direct channel message and then I share it on there. Yeah, I'm not in... Real true people of God, real chosen ones, they don't compete, because when you compete, you're limited. God can't use you to the full out max because your heart ain't right. You ain't in for it. I don't think I'm more knowledgeable than this person. I don't think I'm more knowledgeable than that person. I do believe that chosen ones are on a higher level than people that choose to be lost. Because it's a difference between being lost and not knowing who you are, and then being lost and not giving a damn and still just choosing to stay in that sin, and you're gonna take others down with you. That's the difference. That's the difference between that's when God says he judges the hearts of men or whatever. So that's why judgment is going to be called up on those who are really truly wicked and evil and trying to bring down the real righteous ones of God or whatever. It's a difference between it. So I just want to do this quick little message. I'm on my way home. Just wanted to say that.